resolve. Any comments on today's session? Hi, Sushma.
Hi, Sid. Thank you for your reply. I will get in touch with you for sessions.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. It's very, very effective. Exceedingly effective. My daughter had a problem with वो कौन था वो था ना holes का trichophobia or something like that. Something like that.
Okay.
So it was she had that thing, and in I think in one session or something it came down by half or something like that. पहले तो
Okay.
वो she वो देख नहीं पाती थी. She would look at it and would look like that and all those things. A single session, this thing happens.
Because snakes to definitely make me crazy. I just can't. And especially I lose my sleep and when it happens in my dreams and all that. So I just lose my sleep a lot on all these things.
आप मेडिटेट कर रही हैं
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
एवरी डे?
हाँ, 10 minutes, 15 minutes तो हो ही जाता है रोज.
किस किस प्रकार का मेडिटेशन कर रही हैं?
Just staying calm, listening to mantras, and in one corner of the room, I just stay calm with myself.
Okay. Um, I don't think that you'd be entering a meditative state in that if using that this thing. So whenever we talk now, I'll share with you some more easier ways to actually enter trance, because meditation has a very, very strict definition. I might feel great, I might feel relaxed, but it's not meditation, because
Okay.
meditation is actually defined by has a definition of the neural changes that take place in the brain. What happens? There's a very, very proper definition, and plus, even if you don't look at the scientific hard-coded, the biological definition, the neurological
Okay.
definition, also the definition of the point of view of trance. That are we entering deep enough stage of trance so that we have we have a clear distinction between the conscious and the subconscious, and are we able to do that? And if that's not
Okay.
happening, regardless of how calm one feels, it cannot be described as a meditative state, and the benefits of the meditative state will not happen.
Okay. Sure.
it's a
I'll look
it's a
into
damn good
it.
thing to be in a calm place for 15 minutes. I'm not ever going to discount the value of that.
No, that
लेकिन
helps in my
meditative
whole day.
benefits नहीं आएंगे. हाँ जी?
No, it helps in my whole day of processing and then next day of
Absolutely.
routine and everyday busyness. So my irritation, anger, everything goes off in those time
Very
at those
cool.
time.
Very cool. So that means you're at least engaging, immersed to something, so you are, because otherwise वो भी help नहीं करता. So that is
हाँ,
wonderful.
absolutely.
और जब
Thank
आप
you.
डूडलिंग शुरू करेंगी तो और भी ज्यादा होगा.
अरे ये ब्लैक कलर देखते ही ना मेरा शुरू हो
ब्लैक
जाता
छोड़िए ना, कुछ और करिए फिर. ब्लैक छोड़िए, कुछ और करिए. रंग बिरंगे
है.
पेपर लीजिए, अलग अलग तरह के कलर लीजिए. इतने सारे मार्कर्स आ रहे हैं. यूज दैट इफ यू लाइक.
Okay. If that is acceptable as a rule, I don't mind. But I was following the rules, so that's
No,
when I
no, there's
stopped.
what rule? Please don't say it. I have been much maligned about me and my rules. There is
Okay.
no rule about black. I know I have a lot of rules, but there's nothing about
All right. Thank you.
नहीं, कुछ भी करिए, really, because I mean, for example, you might have seen something my wife had posted yesterday. Sorry, I had posted for her. She doesn't post. I mean,
Yes.
it's just stone के ऊपर there's something called artist gesso एक आता है. Gesso is a kind of
Yes.
primer you put. You know that, okay?
Yeah.
So उस पर वो लगा के, and then she used some markers. ये Shruti Gupta has suggested some markers, so she used those markers, and it is a very immersive little thing. एक एक dot बनाओ. Ultimately, how it looks is debatable. I mean, your skill, your aesthetics, my aesthetics, that's debatable. But peace and immersion is undeniable
Okay.
during that. तो आप स्टार्ट करिए ना. बस पत्थर उठाकर एक्रिलिक मार्कर से शुरू कर दीजिए.
Okay. Sure, sure. Thank you.
Cool. You're very welcome. Guys, cameras. Come on. I cannot be the only one staring. I mean, seriously, why am I staring at my own face? Come on. Have some pity. Give me some more faces to stare at. No pity. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm going to start in 1 minute. Okay, thank you. One face. I'm going to start in a minute, so it would be nice if you guys would put your cameras on. Show me your bright, chubby, happy, smiling, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed faces, and let's start this. And if you'd like to, okay, so we'll just start this right away. Just give me a moment while I sing, and please consider sharing switching on your cameras, please. Okay. Okay, guys, thank you so much for coming to this session. We are doing a session on conversations with shadows. It won't be a real conversation, but the intent is for us to be able to meet and become better acquainted with our shadow selves. And so this is the third in a series of 3 sessions. Session number 1 was about understanding our shadow selves and what it is and how it forms and all of that. I'll do a quick recap of that in a couple of minutes. The second was how can we? So the first had also shared a few points on about 5 points on how we can work with our shadow selves. So the second session was a recap of the first session, ki shadow self hota kya hai, as well as an elaboration of those points, ki how to work with the shadow selves, and dono ki recordings are available. And this third session is a guided meditation, a guided session on how we can actually explore one aspect of our shadow selves. So what's happening is, so what we'll be doing this session in 2 parts. Part number 1, actually 3 parts. Part number 1 is going to be, I will be showing you the picture of the spine and all of that, so we can figure out ki anatomy kaisi hai, because the next part actually references these components of the anatomy. The next part is a Taoist meditation, which is going to be around the spine and the heart and all of that. And this Taoist meditation is going to take us to a certain level of, let's say, engagement, trance, immersion. It'll be like that. Then the third part is where we'll be meeting the shadow. So the actual meditation is 2 parts: the Taoist meditation and the actual shadow meditation. Okay? And before I start these 2 parts, I'll be showing you some basic anatomy of the spine, so we can understand the parts which I'm referring to. Okay? Any questions?
I have not done first and second session. Then is it okay?
Oh yeah, you still have shadows.
Okay. Okay.
I'll be मैं आपको introduce करूंगा first second का, थोड़ा सा recap कर दूंगा लेकिन.
Okay.
जी. Anything else, guys? Any other questions? Anything to say? If your question is how to switch your camera on, that I can also answer for you if you like. I will not stop trying. Okay. So I'm just going to share my screen for a moment. Is my voice coming clear? Right, cool.
Yes.
Cool. So this is, if you just take a look at the screen now, so we'll be referring to the spine. Now, specifically in the spine, we will be referring to, I want you to take a look at this part. Can you see this pale part over here? Dikha? This little tailbone part. I'll be referring to this part over here. Then here, I want you to look at and just visualize the different vertebrae, what these vertebrae look like. There's this bone over there, and what it looks like. Just visualize that. And that is it. Just visualize that. And the second thing I want you to see at this point is these muscles. Can you see these muscles which are alongside the spine? I'm just going to remove some of them. So I want you to look at these muscles here. So there are these two muscles I want you to observe. These muscles which are alongside the spine, and these muscles which are between the ribs. Okay, that's all. Baki I will tell you. Okay, any questions about that? So basically, we'll be talking about the base of the spine. Then we'll be talking about the vertebrae along the spine. Now, just outside that, there are some muscles at the back which help the spine, and there are some muscles between the vertebrae, sorry, between the ribs, and we'll be talking about that as well. Okay, this is about where we'll be putting our attention, our consciousness, and things like that. Okay, so now I want you to get into a comfortable position, please. So, and then I'll just start doing a quick recap on the shadow while you get comfortable. Okay, so what? So this. Let's do a quick recap of the shadow self. What usually happens is that we are born into a certain environment. We are born with certain qualities. We are born into certain cultures, into certain situations, and so on and so forth. So वो है हमारे environment और external चीजें. हमारे अंदर हैं, we have certain qualities of our own, and we have certain attitudes which we represent those qualities, and with which we interact with the environment. Now, what happens during the process of growing up, especially during the process of growing up, our formative years, as well as some of our early adulthood, what usually happens is that these attitudes or these qualities might not be completely compatible with the environment around us. There may be negative, there may be some positive qualities. There are usually negative qualities, but ultimately it's not a matter of good or bad, right or wrong, positive, negative. It is more about how well our attitudes and our qualities exist or interact or coexist with our environment, and the environmental elements such as parents and family and co-workers and colleagues and so on and so forth, or culture or restrictions and so on. And those qualities start getting repressed. And when that happens, they are still there within us. They are still there and influencing us. They are still there influencing our interactions, influencing our view of reality, influencing all the things that it does, but we don't know they're there. Now, the thing is, because it's there and influencing our view of reality, sometimes it happens that our view of reality becomes a little distorted. Distorted doesn't mean it looks bad or it looks wrong. It's just different from what it is supposed to be, because our shadow selves are influencing those perceptions that we have of the world around us. So the point of shadow work is to essentially find some degree of resolution in understanding our shadow selves. Yes, I can be jealous. Yes, I can be angry. We have this thing about how all of us need to be ultimate examples of malehood or womanhood or those things, and somehow having the slightest negative qualities are something we almost ought to be ashamed of, which is not really right. We all are a mixture of good and bad, right? So this session is going to be about meeting and trying to embrace our one aspect of our shadow selves. And that is the introduction. I am going to start on the meditation shortly. Any questions, guys? No questions. Okay. So please get into a comfortable position. I want you to just get into a comfortable position. So this Taoist meditation, in fact, has 16 stages. Chote stages, or 16 stage, or but every stage is like 1 minute, 2 minute, like that. So it's not going to be as long as you might think, and you will make it home for dinner. So just get into a comfortable state, please, and be comfortable. For this one, I would like you to either be lying down or sitting upright, but something in between is not very acceptable. So just take a comfortable position, close your eyes, and we're going to stay like this for about 2 minutes. Just close your eyes and maybe just explore what you're feeling, anything you're thinking. Allow anything to happen, allow thoughts to come up, but just sit Be comfortable. Feel what's happening around you. Feel what's under you. Feel what's behind you. And yes, you can keep your ankles crossed if you like. Go ahead. So just be comfortable. Explore. Especially you might want to just explore your bones. Explore how your bones are feeling. How the cushion, the seat where you're seated, how it's feeling underneath you. Explore these physical sensations. Just 2 minutes. And it's interesting how an activity that is as short as 2 minutes, but which is introspective, can somehow feel so long. It can somehow feel like it's so much longer than other things. That's right. So just go ahead. Let's keep exploring what's happening in there. And now we'll just start the meditation, for which I'd like you to please sit up straight. Or if you're lying down, I want you to stretch yourself out so that your spine is straight. So I want you to sit as straight as you can and stretch out your spine. That's right. And I want you to imagine the tip of the spine, how it's reaching for the sky, and the tailbone area, which was a sacrum, and how that's going down. And now I'd like you to shift your attention to your face and just relax the muscles of your face. You might have some muscles around your eyes, around your smile, around your mouth, and your cheeks. It's absolutely all right to even give a big smile if you like, to imagine what the muscles are like when they're tense, and therefore when you let them go, how relaxed they're going to be. And the easiest way to do that is to give a big smile. So just relax the muscles of the face, relax the forehead, both your temples, left and right, both sides of your jaw, left and right. And even the jaw has these muscles there that hold it in place. And even that is going to start relaxing. The chin has muscles too. So you relax those as well. If you've just joined, all you have to do is just sit, relax. In a comfortable position, keep your back absolutely straight, stretch out your spine, and begin relaxing the muscles of your face, forehead, both your temples, jaws, chin, the muscles of your neck. Imagine your neck. And for a moment, you know what the muscles are. There are muscles at the back, muscles in the front. And just relax them. Your shoulders as well. The elbows flow down, relax the ribs. With each breath, you make them softer and softer. Imagine the breath coming in. And those ribs are just relaxing. Come down to your tummy. Relax your tummy. That's right. And your lower back. The lower back is a place where we sometimes feel some tension. You can relax that as well. You might find your breathing is becoming quieter and deeper. That's right. And now go ahead and shift your attention to your tailbone, that small segment of bone that I had described. And if you haven't seen that, you know what your spine looks like, the curving spine as it goes down your back. And then there's a part where the vertebrae, those cylindrical bones of the spine, they end, and the spine becomes a little tail, which is just behind the beginning of our hips. And I want you to shift your attention there to the base of the spine. That's the sacrum. That's right, shift your attention there. And from the sacrum, slowly go up, increasing the distance between the vertebrae that we travel. I want you to zoom in, go close to your spine, see it. You're right there in front of it. That's right. And we glide up to the fifth lumbar vertebra. The lumbar region is the lower part. All of you who have had lower back pains will probably know this. Go up 5 vertebrae there. That's right. Now you can count them one by one. You can see them going down as you slowly travel upwards. Go to the fifth, and then the fourth, and then the third, and then the first. That's right. Now we've entered the thoracic region. And we imagine the spine stretching. If you feel like you can even sit up even straighter if the urge hits you. And then going up vertebra by vertebra, the 12th, the 11th. See it slowly coming down. You're traveling up the spinal column. 6th, 5th, still going up. 4th, 3rd. 2nd and 1st, and you remember those muscles which are alongside the vertebra, which support the spine. And I want you to imagine those muscles melting away, which would create the sensation of such deep, wonderful relaxation. As the spine becomes so beautifully relaxed, all those tendons also which are there that hold the spine, those are the ones that create the physical tension in the spine. If they are melted away, if they are so very relaxed, it just brings so much wonderful relaxation to our beings. And we continue gliding, and we find our shoulders, our elbows are also relaxed. And our ribs are feeling soft. Your vertebrae also go up into your neck. And you can also extend the neck if you like. You can twist your neck if you want a little bit, if you want to feel the vertebra. You can go side to side. But just relax the neck. Extend it if you feel like, slowly but persistently. And now your entire spine, you've covered it. You might even want to go into the cervical region now. 7th vertebra, 6th, 5th. See those bones becoming smaller. Yes, that's right. You're looking at your cervical region now, and I want you to stay here because this is such a relaxed place. I want you to stay in this stage for just a few seconds. That's right. Now I want you to imagine that you are hanging by a hook at the top of your head. And that hook is really strong and is able to support all your body weight. And you're hanging like an empty bell, just dangling there. And your spine is stretched. The sacrum, the tailbone, stretches down, stretching the spine with its weight. And your body is also stretching the spine, your body weight. Your spine is stretched between the tip, which is a vertex, and the bottom, the tailbone, which is a sacrum. Just imagine being in this state, just gently dangling there as your spine is lovely, stretching in a beautiful, relaxing manner. That's right. And I want you to now touch your tongue to your palate. This will cause the energy to flow and form a platform at the level of your third eye chakra. That's right. As you touch your tongue to your palate, you close this energy circuit, and energy flows to form a platform. This platform is becoming more and more powerful. Its gravitational force will keep. And you might even be able to feel the platform. You might be able to focus your attention on the platform. You might be able to feel the buildup of energy, feel a state from which you can access your inner consciousness. If you can't feel it, that's also perfectly all right. It's still there. Just stay here for a few seconds. Keep your tongue touched to your palate. You can effortlessly, if you're able to perceive the platform, perceive the buildup of energy, perceive the flow of energy, you can keep your mind there and observe. And now I want you to relax your mind. Let it go out of your body. Let it fill the space of the room. You know what room you're in. Visualize yourself in that room. And visualize your mind expanding, filling the entire room. Fill the entire room. Maybe you can give your mind a different, lovely, relaxing color. And you can see the colors flowing from your mind, filling your whole room. Such a wonderful practice. And I want you to put your attention to the borders of your body. Your hands, the skin on your arms, your shoulders, the border is there. That's right. And while you're there, I want you to now begin to slowly look inside from those borders. Let your mind observe the internal emptiness. It's just a body. Relax your mind in the internal emptiness. That's right. Just relax the mind and stay here. And now we'll align ourselves with the energies of the earth and the sky. And I want you to now repeat after me. The sky above me is open and endless. Just say this to yourself in your mind or aloud. The sky above me is open and endless. I want you to visualize the sky now and feel how infinite it is. I want you to see the clouds in the sky. And I want you to change your focus to the space between the clouds. The shape of the space between the clouds rather than the clouds themselves. That's right. And now watch the shapes changing as the clouds move along with the wind and the flow of the wind and the currents up there. Wonderful. And now repeat to yourself, the earth is solid, powerful. Repeat that to yourself. The earth is solid and powerful. Visualize the vastness of the earth underneath you. Visualize all the energy in its core. Feel the hardness and power of the earth. And once again, repeat after me. I am sitting between heaven and earth, like a pillar supporting heaven, filling the space between heaven and earth. I feel powerful. I will repeat that slowly. I am sitting between heaven and earth, like a pillar supporting heaven, filling the space between heaven and earth. I feel powerful. That's right. Now I want you to feel yourself powerful. Feel that power surging inside you. Feel all that energy and power sitting on the earth, supporting the heavens. See yourself and stay here for a few seconds. Feel the vastness of the sky. Feel the solidity, the power of the earth. And feel your own presence between these two. And now I want you to feel your body receiving energy from the sky coming in through your crown chakra, and from the earth coming in from your feet. And I want you to fill your body, feel your body filling with energy. And consider how it feels to feel the body filling with energy. Feeling the body filling with energy is such a nice feeling. And as long as the feeling of filling stays around, it's nice to maintain that feeling of filling of energy in the body. And once again, feel the borders of your body. That's right. Put your attention to the point between the eyebrows to the tip of the nose. That's right, the point between the eyebrows. Oh, you know where that is. Feel that. And now move your attention to the tip of the nose. That's right, you're right there. Yes. And now come down to the center of your chest. That's right. That's where your heart is. We'll come back there shortly. And now move a little lower to your solar plexus. And if you're not sure where that is, it's just the place where your ribs end and meet in the center. You might just feel it there. And now move your attention a little lower to your lower abdomen, just below your tummy. If you want, you can even touch it if you find it hard to direct your attention there. And from the surface of the tummy, move your attention inside. And keep breathing naturally. Allow your tummies to expand while you breathe. When your tummies expand fully, it allows your lungs to expand fully. This is called diaphragmatic breathing. This is wonderful for so many illnesses. Just keep breathing. Keep your attention in your tummy. Let your tummy contract when you're inhaling and expand when you're exhaling. That's right. And at this time, I want you to continue focusing on your breath. When you breathe in, when you breathe out. And as you breathe in, I want you to feel the currents of energy that go up and down your spine. You're very familiar with your spine now. You've seen it closely. You know the muscles, you know the bones. And now as you're breathing and sitting erect, you can feel the energy going up and down as you breathe in and you breathe out. When you breathe in, the energy flows up. When you breathe out, the energy flows down. And some of you might know this, some of you might not, but about 6 inches above our heads, there's a chakra. This chakra is called the soul star chakra. The soul star chakra is supposed to be the place where there's a lot of information about us, past lives, so many things, everything, lots of information is right there. And now I want to extend your focus, your attention. I want you to put your attention in 2 places. 1, acknowledge the presence of the soul star chakra about 6 inches above your head. Imagine it, and the first thought that comes to your mind, the way it looks, that is what your soul star chakra looks like. Go ahead and shift your attention to the soul star chakra. And from there, I want you to go all the way down to the absolute core of the earth. So I want you to put your attention in 2 places. 1, 6 inches above your head is a beautiful, rich, densely populated soul star chakra. And way vast distances below our feet is the core of the earth. I want you to be very aware of both of them. Now that you're aware, when you breathe in, energy comes up from the core of the earth through your feet. That's right. And when you breathe out, energy comes down, flows down from the soul star chakra. You're still connected to the heavens and the earth. And when you breathe in, you get strong, powerful energy from the core of the earth. And when you breathe out, you get a light, liberating energy from the soul star coming in from the sky. Feel this happen. Wonderful. And now I want you to go once again back to the center of your chest, where you know your heart is, where you know your heart chakra is. Just locate that in the center of your chest. And this is going to be your center. This is your center. I want you now to drop your attention to your belly. And continue breathing in and out from your belly. Continue breathing in and up your spine. See the energy moving up and coming down. As you breathe in, energy comes up from the earth's core. And as you breathe out, energy comes down from the soul star chakra. See that happening with each breath. Your spine gently relaxing, gently expanding and contracting as you breathe in and you breathe out. See the energy flowing up and down that area. And now that energy, as it comes up, it reaches your heart, and see the petals of your heart chakra opening up, gently opening up, and receiving all this energy coming in from your soul chakra, soul star chakra, and from the core of the earth. And now I want you to rest in your heart center, surrounded by this wonderful energy and all the love you feel for yourself. It's a nice, warm, wonderful place, positive place to be. Surrounded by love, all your own love, surrounded by energy. This is where you would go when you want to send love to others. And now I want you to observe your inner body with the intention to notice a dominant state, like an emotion or a stream of thoughts. Yes, it's perfectly all right to happen. It's perfectly natural. So observe your inner body with the intention to notice a dominant emotional state. Maybe an emotion, maybe a feeling, maybe a stream of thoughts. This dominant state could be triggered by an external situation too. Maybe a situation that repeats itself often. Perhaps you might even want to bring to mind a situation that causes you to react or feel things that you might not be entirely aware of, but which might not also be entirely undesirable, entirely desirable. So go ahead, come to that situation which might trigger that emotional state. Observe the situation and how you are feeling about it. Maybe it's a situation that happens every now and then. It usually has unpleasant outcomes, undesirable outcomes, but we don't know why that happens. We don't realize our role in that happening, but we also know that we would like to fix that. So go ahead, observe the situation and how you're feeling about it. Allow yourself some time. What is happening? How you are feeling? How you're behaving? Maybe even recall the last time such a situation happened. Maybe you please people. Maybe you criticize yourself. Maybe you want to control everything. Maybe you push hard to achieve. Maybe you allow the presence of jealousy. Keep breathing. That's right. Keep breathing and allow the negative feeling state. It's perfectly all right. Feel what you're feeling. That negative feeling state, feel it fully in your body. What is the feeling? It's just a feeling, no judgment. Allow that feeling to come. It's a part of you. So I want you to identify that feeling. What is the feeling? Let it come. Acknowledge it. Accept it. Feel it fully in your body. Use your breath. And if you're feeling tense, in any manner, allow the tension to breathe out while you're breathing. As we breathe out, and the air comes out of your nostrils, all this tension comes out with it in the form of congested energies. That's right. You can breathe it out of your crown chakra as well. As you breathe, imagine a steam engine with the steam coming out of its funnel. Just like that. All the pressure, like steam, like pressure inside us. Imagine it coming out of your crown chakra. With every breath, wisps and clouds of pressure, wisps and clouds of tension might just release themselves from your crown chakra. That's right. Or you can breathe it into the earth. The earth is a wonderful reservoir of wonderful positive energies, and it's constantly recycling all the congested energies. The earth is like a huge energy sink for the planet. Breathe these congested energies, breathe this tension into the earth. Or breathe it out from wherever you feel it in your body, wherever you're feeling it. You're feeling the tension anywhere, just wherever you're feeling it, release it from there. Breathe it out. That's right. And now ask yourself, who does this dominant feeling belong to? There's a part of you inside whom this dominant feeling belongs to. I want you to ask this question to yourself and announce it out loud inside the vast confines of your inner space. Who does this dominant feeling belong to? That's right. Allow that sub-personality to come to the light. Normally, we shun these parts, these little bits and pieces of us, which represent and make us whole. And this personality might not want to come to light that easily because we've always avoided it. But go ahead and allow that sub-personality to whom this dominant feeling belongs, allow them to come to light, allow them to come out, see them. We will call this personality the dominant self. The feeling that you're having may take a form of a sub-personality. If your own sub-personality, it's a facet of yourself. It's a part of you. It's a quality of you. It could be a stressed achiever, someone who's driven to achieve. It could be a tearful girl. It could be a rejected lover. It could be a worried mother. It could be so many things. We have so many parts of us. And once again, continue observing what is happening within you. Which emotion is dominant? Which thinking pattern seems to be coming up? What sort of behavior is visible to you? What are you noticing? Observe it as a person inside you with a distinct personality, because that's what our different parts are. Different little personalities inside us, which influence us. Every once in a while, we might be playing a different role, allowing a different part of us to come to the light. And these are those parts that we are not aware of. We all know our roles as mothers, fathers, daughters, wives, husbands, sons. But these are other roles, other personality-based roles. Observe these roles as a person inside you with a distinct personality which dominates the scene, bringing some degree of discomfort to your body, your emotions, and your mind. And it's all right to feel that discomfort, because this discomfort is coming from a place that we have not accepted, a place that has been rejected by us for decades. It's all right to be uncomfortable. We will explore the discomfort. And soon we will accept the source of the discomfort, making this source of tension, making the source of anything less than desirable go away, or at least we understand it better. It becomes a part of our conscious selves. So go ahead, observe what is happening inside you. What emotion are you feeling? What thinking pattern are you observing? What behavior do you think you indulge in? That's right. Once again, observe it as a person inside you, a person with a distinct personality. And if you're feeling any sort of discomfort, it could be really, really mild. Just a little niggling, something somewhere, a little discomfort, or it could be more. Both of them are absolutely fine. Feel it fully, but observe it with detachment. That's right. Now, whatever the dominant state is for you, we want to release this excessive energy. We want to express an intention to release the feeling, to release the pattern, to let go of the personality and your identification with it. The personality exists inside because some parts of it are not accepted. But once those parts are accepted, the personality has no need to exist anymore because it is a part of your conscious self now. So express an intention to release the feeling, to let go of the personality and your identification with it. Breathe, continue breathing, and as you breathe, you release this dominant tension. All these feelings that we don't really want, all these feelings that we want to acknowledge. The feeling that we want to be whole and anything that prevents us from doing so. As we breathe, just release that specific feeling. See that specific feeling coming out as you're breathing out, maybe through your crown, maybe through your feet, maybe through your nostrils, wherever you like, whatever comfortable, whatever feels right, whatever feels natural for you. Breathe and release this dominant tension. Distill the energy that you need to discharge into a single emotion, just a single one, like fear or grief or jealousy. Identify that one emotion, just that one emotion. Identify it. And then watch it being discharged. That's right. Go to the core of that emotion. That's right. Visualize it and immerse yourself in it. The core of the emotion contains the cause. Why does this emotion happen? Go to the core, to the essence. Go deep into the essence. The origin. Find the core emotion of thought deep inside it. It's right there, and you know it. You're very aware now of that core emotion, of the thought, of the origin, of the place, of the location of where all this started. Or at least you have a reasonably accurate idea of where it might be, what it might be. So go ahead and identify the core emotion and release it. Sometimes we don't want to release things because we've lived with them for so long. Sometimes we don't want to release things, thinking this is who we are. Sometimes we don't want to release things, thinking this is what has helped me survive so far. But you are dynamic. You are incredibly talented. You are a wonderful, talented, intelligent person who cares for themselves and who you evolve. And part of your evolution is to bring about positive change. So feel this energy of the dominant self leave your body once again through your crown chakra or through your nostrils or any other place where you want to feel the energy leaving you. Detaching from the self, feel it slipping out of your body like a dress. Imagine immersing yourself in water, in cleansing, cool, or warm, whatever you like, cleansing water. And imagine that water interacting with all that energy, all the stuff around you, and imagine coming out of it and just slipping out, dropping it behind as we come out of the water. Leaving it behind, coming out a new self. And I want you to go back to your center now. You remember your center was the heart center. I want you to go back there. Just go to your heart center. Stay there once again. Feel all that love in there. Feel all the energy there. As you breathe in, you've got energy coming up from the core of the earth, and as you breathe out, you've got energy coming down from your soul star via the hands. That energy is all accumulating in your heart from where it's just distributed elsewhere. That's right. Look at a cellular level of the energy of this dominant self, if any of it is left, unless you breathe it all out. And remember, you are not your emotions. You are not this personality. You are very different. You are more than all of this. You are more expanded, much bigger. You are the space holding this state. You are the witness. You are your higher self. You are not this personality. You are not this attribute. You are not this emotion. You are the witness. You are the higher self. You are the soul. You are the space holding this body. You are the space holding all of these attributes, holding all of these qualities together. And now there is one quality which we need to let go. Just breathe and let it go. Anything left, just let it go. Allow all the time you need to breathe out the last little bits of this. And continue to stay centered as your higher self. You are your higher self. You are the soul. Feel your body. Feel yourself as the space that's keeping the body together. This power, the energy that's keeping all these qualities together. While releasing, you might just notice a sense of peace arising from deep within you, an emptiness. The release may or may not be complete, but you'll notice a shift, a spaciousness, an expansion beyond the constricting energy pattern that held us to where we were, where we are, that might have kept us from where we want to be or who we want to be. And once again, center yourself and connect to your higher self. There is a higher self. Connect to your higher self. You can connect through your soul star chakra and just ask to be connected to your higher self. And ask your higher self, now what do you need now? Look for a core need that you want to fulfill. What quality of energy do you want to emerge from all of this? Usually it is the opposite of that dominant pattern. If you are a people pleaser, you need more self-centeredness. If you are feeling like a victim, you need to feel more powerful. If you're an achiever, you need more time to play. If you are too feminine, you might need to focus. If you are too masculine, you may need to flow. So I want you to think about what it is that we need to counter. What quality do we need to fill this space, this empty space that is left behind by that undesirable quality leaving us? Think about what you need to be, where you need to be, who you want to be, how you want to get there. And now I want you to imagine Someone stepping out of the shadows, a sub-personality, another sub-personality, but this one is about the quality that you need. This one is about the quality that you want to be. I want you to see yourself embodying, looking like the way you want to be. That one quality you need to counteract this one other quality that has just left, and look upon yourself. How could you look? See yourself in that quality, that sub-personality of yourself with the desirable quality. Stepping out of the shadows. Look at yourself. Look how you look. Observe. This could be a warrior. It could be a priest. It could be a priestess. It could be a dancer. It could be a playful child. It could be a love god, a love goddess. Feel his or her energy. They're a part of you who want expression, and now they get an opportunity to express. Because now that bit of you that did not allow this expression has gone away. This part of you wants to express. That's right. Wants to express, wants to be seen, wants to be listened to, wants to be heard. And that's going to happen now. Do not force the process. Instead, just give permission. Just give permission, allowing this wonderfully desirable personality, sub-self of yours to continue to develop, continue to come out into the light, out of the shadows, where it's been trapped for a while. And you're absolutely all right to be surprised by what might come up. Maybe you don't even know what quality is coming. Maybe you do. Maybe you manifested it. Maybe you allowed yourself to be surprised by what's going to happen. Whatever you chose. And whatever you chose, remember, you choose, you decide. So whatever you chose is happening right now. So think about it. Observe the person, the sub-personality. Are they warriors, priests, priestesses, dancers, love gods or goddesses, playful children, wise old man, wise old woman, a magician, or comedian? Who's coming out of there? Who or what is the quality that they embody that you need? Enjoy this. And this self might be a little hurt or angry because they've not been able to express themselves for a very long time. And that's perfectly all right. Allow this self of yours to express any feelings and release any tension that they're carrying. Keeping in mind that this self is going to be able to express themselves so much more than the past. You might want to reassure this new self that you're holding them tight with love, accepting them unconditionally, and very open to listening and communication. This self needs attention and love. Open up to this personality and embrace them and merge with their energy. That's it. Feel them merge with you. That's right. They have this wonderful, tingly, positive energy because they're brimming with positivity that has not been expressed in a very long time. As in positivity, it could be a positive action, it could be a desirable attitude, it could be a desirable quality that has not expressed itself. And so you've got so much positive, wonderful, desirable energy that you're going to hug and merge with, allowing them to be a part of your conscious self. Continue breathing, and as you breathe, feel their energy, feel the energy of the shadow self coming within you. Breathe in and feel those qualities, feel those desirable qualities, fill that empty space, and feel the way you're going to use those qualities now. Maybe you're going to stand up and express yourself as to what you're truly feeling, right? Whereas you might not have done so before. See yourself doing that. See yourself asserting yourself. See yourself loving yourself. See yourself embodying, manifesting, executing the qualities that you want. Give yourself permission to receive and open yourself up to all these new qualities of this new self. Continue to breathe and feel in the energies coming in of the new personality. That's right. And now once again, go ahead and connect to your higher self. And you do have a wise self as well, right here, right now. You're aware ego. Sense the presence of this wise self. There is a repository of wisdom. Sometimes we don't talk to this repository. Sometimes we don't access it as much. Sometimes we cannot, but it's there. So sense the presence of your higher self. Sense the presence of your wise self. You have just met your shadow self. And you're aware now of the dominant self that you just breathed out all the qualities of. Both of them come together to make us whole. The good and the bad, the light and the shadow, the right and the wrong, the desirable and the undesirable. And the sooner we accept all these bits and pieces of us, the sooner we feel complete, happy at just being. Happiness without any external cause, happiness because we are who we are, where we are, how we are, when we are happy for no reason. Just a being. Now I want you to go ahead and ask yourself, what are the positive qualities of the two selves? What do they both need? How can you support your shadow self and allow them expression, allow them to dominate and come out and express themselves? What is your commitment to allow balance and integration of yourself? These are your questions which will occupy your mind over the next few days until you answer them, resolve them, and work towards the expression of your shadow selves. And I'm going to count backwards from 3 now. When I reach 1, you're totally welcome to come join us again. 3, you feel wonderful, light, lighter than before. Perhaps you're feeling resolved, less tension, more positivity. Maybe you're looking forward to expressing yourself in a new way. 2, you will remember all of this. You will continue to believe what a wonderful, talented person you are who deserves to evolve and grow and be happy and healthy. And 1, whenever you like, come back to us, open your eyes, give us a big smile. You might also want to switch on your camera, otherwise I won't be able to see the smile. Okay, Anchal, smile noted, thank you. Who else? Nivedita, smile noted. Any other smile? Okay, Renu, smile noted. Go ahead and drink some water. Certain schools of thought suggest some sugar and salt. Feedback, suggestions are very, very welcome. Oh, glad you liked it, Anchal. Sangamitra, you joined late. Were you able to go with this?
Yeah, I was there. Just video was on.
अच्छा. ठीक है because I thought I saw you come in late. आपने video on करा होगा उस समय, so I was concerned कि was wondering how it went for you.
I was from the starting.
Awesome. Cool है. So that's it, guys. Any thoughts, questions, feedback, comments? You're very welcome. And otherwise, we'll close the session. And let me just switch off the recording now.